Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today I've got a leader that is a favorite of mine. It's the Cheelai Lemo with some of the new expansion set stuff. Next month we're getting not only it's just they're smaller card sets. They're kind of like agents, the blue yellow with the Bojack and Janemba, and then also the green-red with the Broly and Gogeta BR cards, so really cool. And then they also introduced multicolor cards. I haven't really got my head around them, so I've just been making a lot of decks and playing a lot with them, and this is one of them. It's obviously more focused on the green-red, but it has a lot of cool things. Also, shoutouts to George Manny for kind of just sparking my creative muscle for this deck. He had just a couple ideas for this, and I saw a couple of things that he did, and I thought they were cool. So that's part of the inspiration for this deck. But without further ado, let's get into it. If you don't know what the leader does, you haven't seen it in my videos, but that's okay. So the permanent is you can't add cards from your life to your hand, except for this card's skill. So that means you can't self-awaken, which is mostly good. During your turn, you can take damage during your opponent's turn. That'd be broken. But also. It's only a choose one Dragon Ball from life or deck, but it can attack, so there's some trade-off there. Also, when there are 7 Dragon Ball cards in your drop area, choose one Broly BR card from your drop area, add it to your hand, and flip this card over. And then it's a 15k with the normal 2 effects. You still can't take life, which is, I guess, okay. But you can draw one card, choose a green or black desire, play it for free, or remove 7 Dragon Ball cards from your drop area and get 2 of the Frieza army. Is it just green? Yeah, 2 green Frieza army cards from your deck, and with cost of 2 or less, and play them. Which once again in this deck is just our super combo, which is still fine. So there's that. And so the main reason we like this deck is because it's a green Frieza's army. And also you can activate desires for free, so that's the main thing that this deck has going for it, with stuff like Kind Wish. Kind Wish is like the main reason why you run this deck. So it is a desire, and then also if your leader card is the green Shenron or green Frieza's army card, choose all your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier, place them at the bottom of the owner's deck in any order, and if there are no battle cards in play in your battle area, choose up to 1 Broly BR card with an energy cost of 4 from your deck and play it, then shuffle your deck. It's specifically 4, but that's okay because the new Broly BR card from the expansion set is the Super Saiyan Broly Rampaging Rush. So when you play this card, if there's a green and red card in your energy, draw 1 card. Then your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand, placed in the drop area. Already good. And then also, when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Not as big of a thing if you're playing it off of Kind Wish, but still a really cool thing. And also just the fact that you get to get a +2, and the fact that you get to draw a card and your opponent discards a card, that's really good. Also, you do have to have the green-red, but that's not like a really big cost. But also you have the power to go into your full power Broly Resonant Evolution. So like the turn 4 play is that you play Kind Wish, go into Broly, get a draw 1, and then they do that, and then you can evolve for 3. And then also, so when this card attacks, this is a really new card, so it's really interesting, but it has Alliance Red-Green, which means when this card attacks me, choose to activate this skill by choosing 1 or more red or green battle cards in your battle area and switching them to rest mode. This card gains power equal to the total power of cards switched to rest mode by the skill, and triple strike for the duration of the turn, so you can just flip all your cards to rest if they have if it makes sense to do that, I guess. And then it gets triple strike, and also this card cannot be KO'd if it's played by Evolve, so that's really powerful too. But just being able to have a really big triple strike attack going in is good. And also it's auto. What is it? It's active when it swings, so if they negate, you don't have to activate this auto either. So that can be really good. And yeah, just overall, it just feels good. So really good card, can be great at finishing. Or it pairs up nicely with the Super Saiyan Gogeta Acrobatic Warrior. You can only have 1 of these in play in your battle area. When a battle card that is both red and green is with an energy cost of 5 is played in your battle area, activate this skill. You play this card from your hand, and when this card is switched to rest mode by Alliance, deal 1 damage to your opponent. So just being able to turn your triple strike into a pseudo quad strike is really powerful, and just being able to guarantee 1 damage just by swinging is really good too. So really good combination, really like these effects, and just this seems really powerful. Also the other color, the multicolor card, is the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta Resonant Explosion. So it's a double strike, and then it has arrival, which is another key word. So it's 1 red, and you can play this from your hand when you have at least 1 red and 1 green battle card in your combo area. This includes this, you can just like use itself as a 1 and then do it. So it doesn't have to be at least 2 cards. It can be 1 as long as it is like a double 1. And auto, when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with the energy cost of 4 or less, KO it, and you can't play this card for duration of the turn. So just being able to pop something during combo phase has been always a really powerful effect, and just being able to do this with this guy is really good. It has to be 4 or less, which is a little restrictive, but still it's fine. I think it's really powerful, and it can just get the job done. So good card, really strong there, and that's good. And then, those are pretty much the new cards for it. And then to keep the deck going, I guess there's just one more new card. So this card is a promo for the expansion set. What is it, like sealed tournaments? I think you get 1 for entering, and the winner of the sealed events also get 1 for winning. I think they're foil versions too, which are really cool. There's also like a Goku Black card that's also part of this. But when you play this card from your hand, activate this skill. At the end of this turn, if there's a green, if there's a card that is both red and green in your energy area, draw 2. Choose 1 card in your hand, place in your drop area. Then choose any number of your opponent's battle cards with a cost with a total cost of 3 or less, and KO them. So you can just blow up a bunch of their small guys. This can be really good for just drawing the stuff like Crisis Crusher and just stuff like they keep in active mode and stuff. So I think it's really powerful. The fact that you got to draw 2 cards, the fact that it's 15k, and putting 1 card in your drop isn't like a really bad idea, especially for setting up stuff for like World Peace, or if you have like just a bunch of like clunky like of these 10ks in hand. You can also just put like a Broly in there, and then you can get it back with Cheelai Lemo. That can be really good. Just a bunch of things that this can be really good for. So really good card, and I like that. Going into some more support cards. So we're running 3 Surprise Attack Frieza. This is just like a 15k crit that kind of helps get us to the win condition. When I was playing this deck with Victory Strike, it doesn't really we didn't really care about what our opponent's life was at, but against more when you can't play Victory Strike, you kind of do. So having this 15k crit, just push kind of like an aggressive thing can be really good. So there's that. It does suck that it's a 10k combo. It can be stuck in our hand, and that's like the one thing I've noticed about these multicolored cards, are they're really good, but like they can be dead in our hand when you don't have the ability to discard them with like crit and that kind of stuff. So that kind of sucks. I thought about using like 1-star ball, but it still feels kind of clunky. So I ended up not running it, but I could see kind of I don't know, chipping down on these guys, maybe like a 3-2-2 split. That would be kind of good, and maybe add some more red cards just so we can activate this arrival stuff. But it's not like a huge thing. I think this is fine. But if you find it too clunky, I recommend taking out, like, once again 2, 3, 2, and then adding. I can't think. That's the thing, right? Like if there is like some better like universal red cards, I would consider adding them. Like I thought about like Planet M2. That could be kind of good against cards that kind of matters against. But I wish they were just kind of more like generic good extra cards for the red color. But I digress. So I think we're going to. So next is Oob. This card is amazing. It's down to $14 now, so it's not like super overpriced anymore. But when you play our combo with this card, if your leader card is a green Shenron card, choose up to 3 Dragon Ball cards from your deck, place them in your drop area, then shuffle your deck. If you place cards in your drop area, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 1 and KO it. So once again, being able to blow up something during the combo phase. It's only a 1-drop, but still it's great. And the main effect is Self-Awakening. But since it also pops something, you can get out your Frieza for free. And that's also why the Super Saiyan Broly can be really good, just being, once again, getting the surprise attack free is really good. Going to super combos, we're running Defending Father Paragus. I think this is fine. We have ways to awaken ourselves with our 4 Shocking Death Ball. When I was playing it in Dallas, I was only running 2 in the main deck, so I think this is good. Shocking Death Ball is like one of the best negates, especially early game, because it just blows up something that's 2 drops, so it can like negate 2 attacks. And then once again, more surprise attack Frieza synergy. But also, so going back to Paragus, just the fact that you can dig deeper is a really good thing too. So really like that. I think it's a good effect. And And also, since it's Frieza's army, you can search it for free and with the third wish, and you just have some big super combos out on the board for free. So that's really good. Alternative win condition, we have a 1 Beyond Darkness Demigra. This card can just be really good. There's like pseudo hand control stuff going on right now in this deck, so just the fact that you can just summon this big old 40k and then swing and destroy their hand is really good. It's a great win condition. Our third wish isn't like a really big thing, so doing that I think is fine. I think it's better than Paragus at times, so there's that. And then also we got 2 World Peace just for some extended combos. If you don't have Kind Wish, it can be like another Kind Wish in the sense that you can get out this Broly. This Broly does like a lot of stuff. Like if they only have like 1 card on the field, World Peace is way better than Kind Wish just because Broly already blows it up, right? And then you can still use do some of the fancy stuff. You can even just get like play this for free on turn 5 with World Peace 2, so you don't even have to EX Evolve. It can get KO'd because the permanent doesn't work that way, but there's that. And I mean, you can get like Surprise Sack Frieza or even like Gogeta, but yeah, just 2 World Peace. It might maybe not need to run in this deck, but I just kind of force of habit. I think it's good. And then also 3 Dragon Radar. We can maybe bump this down to 2, but this is just a good card for drawing cards and drawing desires too, but mostly it's just a 1 energy draw 2, and that's just really good. So I think actually I should probably keep this down to 2 just because I'm running Demigra and this can be really dead after that happens, but I think it's still a really good card. So hopefully this kind of just gives you like an idea of what to do with this deck. I think it has like a lot of potential. Some other cards that you might want to think about, one that I saw that George Manny was running was Tragic Awakening. This card can be really good. It's Sparking 7, your leader card is a green, freezes army, choose up to 1 of your energy placed in the drop area, then choose up to 1 Broly BR with an energy cost of 6 or less from your drop area and play it. So this can include the 5-drop Broly, this one. So that can be really powerful. Just getting him out for 3 energy and go from there. Let me on the fly, let's look at some red cards. That might be worth I mean, I guess like Champa would be really good too, right? Just being able to sneak in a double attack. That could be really powerful. Transcendent Strike needs to have a red leader. Videl could be something, I guess. Quick Rush Trunks, but you need 2 red. I wish, like, look at the extra cards. Right? Nothing, you can't run on Ending, you can't run After Image. Planet M2's okay. We can run New Model Scouter because the 7-drop Broly or the 5-drop Brolys are technically red Frieza's armies with 4 cost or more, so that's kind of neat. But nothing just feels good that you want to play for red. I don't feel like there's nothing like you can't even play Kaba because your leader ability doesn't let you awaken like that. So I don't think it's really good. I mean, you can run like Mai or something, and then you can like. Maybe Mai is good, right? Being able to help awaken earlier. That could actually be really good. I could see that working. But you'd still have to put like a red energy. It's fine. Like Videl's fine. Yeah, nothing really just says, oh, you gotta play this as a red card. I mean, like the only thing I can think of that would be really good would be like the 4-drop hit, Foreseeing Hit. That could be really good. You have to play it from your hand though, so you can't just cheese it with Kind Wish. What else? Because like you just want something that you can like play. You can put like Veku's and then they can't do energy stuff. That's cool. Nah. Is there like a 3-drop with 1 cost? No, nothing really good. Most of them have 2. Except Virtuous Strength Gohan, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, nothing super crazy. Yeah. Oh well. But I think that's gonna be it. I think this deck is a good idea of something. I don't think it's the final version or not, but hopefully it gives people ideas and they can start thinking about what they really want this deck to accomplish. Once again, really good. Kind Wish just destroys a lot of stuff. You're not running Cold Bloodlust in this deck too, so that can be kind of a hindrance. But I still think it has like a lot of power and potential. And yeah, it can just be really good. So I think that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.